Okay, we are back in action. Last clip playing soccer. Now, I got a haircut, you know, looking crispy, fresh, feeling myself like when a teenager discovers the utility of their hand. Well, we're back. Where do I start? I mean, the topic I had in mind was go for it. Go for it. Quite simple, honestly, because it's like you can easily say go for it, do it, and a part of that is just having trust in yourself and realizing if you put your mind to it, you can achieve anything within the realm of possibilities. And it feels like nowadays everyone just wants these sort of quick results, when a lot of times it's not always going to be like that. Of course, there's always, irregular experiences that happen like that. But it's a sort of trusting yourself regardless, and knowing that if I put my mind to it, it's going to happen. It's bound to happen. And if it doesn't happen, oh well, but regardless, I will still go for it. And it's this sort of confidence or self-trust that you have, where it's like, it's almost as if anything you want is yours. Because there's two routes. You could have this thought, right? Let's say, for my example, I want to post videos. And okay, so as I was saying before, I had to cut a little part out just because there was too much noise. Anything you do is for a purpose. It should be for a purpose. And the purpose being, I want this, I want that, or I want to achieve this, I want to be this person. I want this certain result. And you have to do the work that goes for it. Whatever it may be, you're definitely gonna have to do research about it to see how the mindsets or the way to go about it. And there's no best way to go about it, because every single path, it's different. Every single thing we do is different from anyone else. Now you can take some certain things from other people, apply it to your own, and they have to be proven results. Like, for example, soccer. For me, at least, I can't just go around and just do random drills without knowing the reason or anything it helps out for. No, I have to see what people in like the top leagues do to do certain skills that are required, whether it's dribbling, shooting, ball control, anything like that, defending. And instead of just randomly doing things hoping that it'll stick. And that's where that plan comes in. You first trust yourself. Okay, you say, okay, this is something I want. I will achieve. I commit to achieving. I commit to being right. Next step is having the plan of what does it take, or how will I get from point A and point B, or not even going from there to there. It's being so close to it. It's like you are the same thing. It's like this is that. This is it. It's like you're one and the same. You can't tell the difference. And there's a certain kind of attitude you have to have. It's, of course, I'm gonna do it regardless. Trust in yourself, everything like that. And then you can take the criticisms of other people. And from what I learned from a streamer called Taekwondo, I enjoy watching his videos. I may talk about him a lot just because as an intellectual being, I see his like insight very highly, just because a lot of it sticks, it resonates, because it comes out of a place of experience and all that he has. But he was saying something along the lines of how did he say it? He was saying something along the lines of, hold on. Okay, so I had to think real quick, because I got ahead of myself, but I had to remember what was the point I was going into. and it was the idea of criticism. And the way he explained it was, you could take criticism like, oh, I'm not taking the criticism, being blind to that idea and just completely avoiding that, having that fault in the plan. Like saying, whether it's saying, okay, first I was just stopping because someone else tells you, yo, this isn't gonna work, yo, don't do this, don't do that, whatever it may be, because whether or not they have their own experiences is completely, different, completely separate from you. And the next stage was like taking their criticism. They have their criticisms for you, but you say, okay, it doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna keep doing it anyways, and just kind of ignoring that, and having this kind of course, there's that sort of confidence that goes with it. That sort of, I don't want to say arrogance, but it's that sort of trust in yourself that you'll get it done regardless. That sort of, groundedness, I guess you could say. But then he goes on to say the third level, if you want to call that, it was taking what they say and taking what their criticisms, worries, doubts, fears, all that, taking it all in, saying, okay, how could I change my plan to take into account for that? So it's that area of where it could be an error or that unknown area or area that I may have overlooked is, taken care of. Because if you're to just block them out, it's like they'll stop bringing information to you or these things to you, because it's, it's like, oh, he's hard-headed, he's not gonna listen, he's not gonna. But if you have this sort of idea like, oh, okay, so they say this isn't gonna work out for this reason, like how could I overcome that in a way where it's like, it doesn't matter, I already have that planned and accounted for, so now it's like it's a more foolproof plan. Of course, there's no sort of perfect plan, and there's always going to be ways to change it as time goes on, but it's having a more widened sort of vision in a way where it's like, now you got so many different areas of perspectives or hidden little things that you may have not noticed before, but now it's brought to your attention. You can attack it head on and say, okay, I can do this by doing that. And yeah, so it's like that was just the idea I kind of want to just talk about, elaborate on today. And the reason I'm doing all this again is like just to improve the way I speak for myself, but also to share ideas that I have or I've learned throughout the time, and hopefully it resonates with someone, and it helps them see things in a different light. And it's still a process to continue. It's still something we're gonna have to grow upon. We're growing individuals. We constantly experience new things. So I want to leave that at that. And tomorrow I just had a topic in mind, just going based off that. I think I've talked about it before. It was the idea of confidence and motivation and things like that, But yeah, I'm gonna just leave that at that, and then just the next part should definitely be either soccer, guitar, and then I'm gonna do a whole book series on the side. Not sure if that's technically allowed, because I'm not sure if there's copyright restrictions or anything like that, but I'll try and read it. If nothing ever comes out, it's because there's copyright claims and things like that. But there's 2-3 books I definitely want to share. Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, the 12 Universal Laws of Success, the Super Achiever Edition, and the 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. Those are the 3 I mainly want to read, just because I feel like there's a lot of insight in those. Except I've only read 2 of them. The Secrets of a Millionaire Mind and the 7 Laws of Spiritual Success. the 12 Universal Laws of Success. I already forgot the name, but I haven't read that yet, so that's gonna be a first time, and I still have to order that. But those are the three main ones I kind of want to just read if I can on YouTube. If not, then oh well, I'll just see what I can do about it. But other than that, yeah, that's gonna end this. All right. I missed. No way. It went through that hole right there. No way. Hold up. Okay, we are back in action. You know, last clip playing soccer. Now I got a haircut, you know, looking crispy, fresh, you know, feeling myself like when a teenager discovers the utility of their hand. But yeah, no, most definitely. I do like it. Shout out to my barber. He's a real one. You know, that's the mandem right there. He's really blessed me today. Like, just gotta show love and appreciation for him. Other than that though, I just kind of wanted to talk, and it was like it's mainly just because of the point of where I'm deciding to go, that it's like a lot of things I do now is, I guess you can say, planned. but in a way it's like fluid. I guess that's just going into what I was talking about earlier. But yeah. Okay. So like as I was saying, I just kind of wanted to talk about the state of, us people. And it's like nowadays you see so much going on and so many people stressed out over anything and everything. And I feel with them, especially when you're younger. It's emphasized that you have everything together at a sooner time, when realistically that's not bound to happen. If we're talking realistically, not everyone can have all these things sorted out, and I don't expect everyone to. But when and it may be helped or caused and influenced by what we see on social media, all these materialistic things, and we were taught growing, we need to do this, do that. So we kind of become detached from that, and that becomes the sole proprietor of the things we want to do, and never really take a step back and just know what we want. Everything's always done for the benefit or the well-being of others, the other people's opinions. I guess that's the best way to put it, not well-being, but just the ideas of what is safe in the regards of the person, or the people you cherish their opinion of, whether it be your family, your brothers, cousins, friends. And it's really just crazy to see how everything is so combative in many ways, or this sense of loneliness that a lot of people feel. And I don't wish for no one to be lonely. Of course there's times where we're alone, it's always bound to happen, but feel lonely and empty, I guess you could say. I don't wish that on no one, just because that sort of energy, it's almost suffocating in a way. And I've gone through that, where I just felt like even though I was around people I cared about and things like that, it feels like you're not really there with them, you're kind of just there, which at times for me it felt suffocating. Like I did not want to be there. I was so far in my head, it was causing problems. But I guess it brings it back to the question of what caused this change, because if you're probably 20, 30 years ago, it was probably not like this. And I'd have a good guess to say it's due to social media, the internet. And that's not a bash it, it's just is what it is, because it's a blessing and a curse. There's so much positive that's came out of it, but at the same time it's had reckless changes, I guess you can say, irreparable damage, but it's because on so many aspects, if you want to take it on financial, assets, relationships, those are the main three I constantly see. You gotta have clothes, cars, all this, and then you can be happy or something. Or you gotta have this kind of relationship, or this works, this doesn't. And of course it's always okay to take what they do and see if it works out. But if it doesn't, don't try and force it. And even just getting in a relationship just to be in one, it's kind of inauthentic to yourself. But it's really just having an understanding of what you truly want, just separated from the opinions and perceptions of others. Just what do you want? Single out yourself and just sit there and ask yourself, what do I want for myself? And it's hard to know. It's hard to know when you've been told what to believe for so many times, so many years. And some people, quite frankly, can't think for themselves. They can't. And that's not to say like, oh, you can't think for yourself in a demeaning kind of way. It's like, I feel for them in a way, because of course it may be cool. You can just be ignorant to the problems of things like that, ignorant to the problems that we may face, to the changes and all that, or what's there, you know. But I guess I just feel like, and I just believe it's the way things are is going on a downward trajectory on the impact, the positive impact we have on the generation coming up, or even us as a society. Because it's like, because the young kids are already growing up and they're already being affected by this. So it's like, I can only imagine what it's gonna be like 10 years down the line, 20, 50, 30, however long, if we just become too attached to these things that don't really matter. But I just kind of want to end it off by saying, just, you know, it's okay if you're feeling alone. Like, no matter what, you always got yourself. There may be always someone out there that cares for you. And truly just take care of yourself. And don't judge your life based off of other people, where they're at. Because I had a problem with doing that. But I have to go at my own pace, you know. But understand, as the saying goes, you know, slow motion is better than no motion. But with that, I'm gonna just end it off here.